Hello and welcome to another When I Travel the World trip report. Today I'll be taking a look at Qatar Airways business class from Doha to Tokyo on the Airbus A350-900, so please enjoy this review. I had arrived into Doha on a flight from Amsterdam at about midnight, and I had about 6 hours to relax and rest in the lounge. The business class lounge at Doha Airport is absolutely massive and can accommodate all of the overnight passengers that are transiting during the nighttime hours. You definitely won't have a problem finding somewhere to kick back and relax in this lounge during your layover in Doha. Shortly after sunrise, it was time for me to head over to my gate and board my flight to Tokyo. Qatar Airways lounges at Doha Airport are actually located on the upper level, so you just have to take the escalator back down and find your way to the gate. Thankfully, there are lots of travel aiders located all around the airport, so you won't have to walk that far. Boarding for my flight was called exactly on time. I was greeted upon my arrival at the aircraft door and directed straight to my seat, passing through the main business class cabin. I had actually picked out a seat in the mini business class cabin located just behind the main business class cabin. This was mainly because I feel this cabin is more private and there are actually less passengers using this cabin. Today I picked out window seat 8A for my flight. Qatar Airways has the BE Super Diamond seats installed on the A350 at the moment, and it's one of the nicer business class seats out there. Though over time they're going to be replacing these with the Q Suites. The first thing you notice when sitting in these seats is the amount of legroom they have. And there's also a considerable amount of storage compartments for you to use located around the seats, one containing your slippers and the other containing a bottle of water and your headphones to use that are complimentary. Another great touch are the business class pajamas and also the amenity kit. Contents are a little bit minimal, but it still does a great job for the flight. The menu and wine list are handed out before departure. Here's a quick overview of what is on offer food-wise today. There is also an extensive wine and champagne list that comes with the regular menu. What I've done is I've actually left that until the end of the video so you can have a good look over the wine list towards the end. And there is also an exclusive menu on flights to Japan. Once at my seat, I was offered my choice of drink and also a complimentary newspaper.
I've got my espresso to wake up with, and also a nice cold towel to start my morning with. First time on the Qatar Airways A350, so really looking forward to it.
The climb out from Doha was very smooth and relaxing, and there was no turbulence at all. To start off my airborne breakfast, I decided to go with the smoothie and the Qatar Airways signature lemon and mint drink, which is absolutely delicious. I was then given a hot towel to clean up with before starting my breakfast. My crew on today's flight were absolutely fantastic. Their attention to detail when serving breakfast was amazing. You can just see it in the way they actually present the food to you. Before having my main course, I decided to give the Bircher muesli a try, which is actually very delicious. After that, I was offered a mint, which I did find a little bit strange, but I still took one anyway. And then for my main course, I went with the chive scrambled eggs with portobello mushrooms and tomatoes. An absolutely great breakfast on an airplane. Typically I would have had my breakfast with some champagne, but on this flight today I wasn't drinking, so after breakfast I decided to head to the bathroom, change into my pajamas, and then try and get some sleep and see what the bed was like. Another plus from Qatar Airways is the crew actually encourage you to have them make up your bed for you, unlike some other business class products out there where you have to make it yourself. The bed was very comfortable, and despite being a day flight, I did actually manage to get a bit of sleep. At this point in the flight, we were just crossing over into the western Yunnan province of China. After my short sleep, I decided to give something off the Japanese menu a try. Not exactly the most adventurous I've been food-wise, I did decide to go with the sushi on this flight, just because I knew I would enjoy it. And once again, absolutely phenomenal presentation by the Qatar Airways crew, as you can see. I also accompanied my meal with some sencha green tea, which made the overall experience that much more enjoyable. As I was enjoying my dinner on the flight, I left my camera on to record the last moments of daylight and capture us traveling into darkness. And to finish up, I decided to go with the fruit plate, which was a great finish to a fantastic meal with excellent service. All of the in-flight entertainment is controlled by this IFE remote, which gives you access to all the movies and TV shows, and the picture quality is actually really good on a decent sized screen. Before I knew it, we had reached the coast of Japan and started making our descent and would soon be landing. Overall, it had been an absolutely excellent flight with Qatar Airways, something I was very happy to give a try.
Karim and the entire team of crew. We wish a pleasant stay in Tokyo or safe journey to your final destination.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So I hope you enjoyed this review and look into Qatar Airways business class on the A350. And as promised, I'm going to leave you with the wine and champagne menu from the flight. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave a comment.